Yo, what it is, what it ain't, what it will be, y'all. Welcome back to the Who's Next Music Show with your boy, Uncle Mikey. Once again, another week. This week, like 39, y'all. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all. We steady growing, we steady climbing. I rock with y'all, and I rock with all the artists that keep hitting me up, y'all. Thank y'all so much, y'all. Keep hitting that like, that comment, subscribe button, y'all. Y'all know what y'all rock with y'all. I rock with the real. You feel me? So thank y'all so much. This episode ain't no different from any other episode. Like I keep telling y'all, I keep bringing y'all hot, dope artists for y'all to check out. These are people that I listen to. I got a nice little ear for music, man, from sounds to beats to the lyrics. So this week is no different. Rincon.
Yeah, my name is Rincon. Rincon in the Spanish way, but Rincon is how people say it more in the English accent. But thank you for having me, man. I'm actually excited to be here. I love being able to talk about my story, my journey, and also, share myself to the people. So thank you for having me.
Absolutely, yeah. So Rincon is a rapper. He is, man, nice with it. Nice with it. Y'all got to check him out. If y'all like, to me personally, I'm gonna just tell you the truth, bro. Like, to me, you got to sound like, you got a Cole-esque sound, bro. You kind of got that J. Cole sound. Definitely got the Drake with the melodies, you know what I'm saying? You got, I know you mentioned Rod Wave. You know what I'm saying? You rock with Rod Wave.
Heavy Rod Wave fan.
I see that, bro. I see all of those little bits and pieces in your music. You know what I'm saying? I hear it. You know what I'm saying? And you be spin, bro.
Thank you.
Like, you definitely not no slouch. You know what I'm saying? So first and foremost, I would say, like, how long have you been rapping?
So really, 2020 is when I took my journey. So I was a professional boxer for about 6 years, 7 years. Recently retired. And so whenever I started doing music, it was just, when I was in school, I would skip class sometimes, or I would like be late to class, and I would just write little raps in my notebook, and I would just hide it from people because I was just worried about what people would say. So middle school, I was hooping throughout middle school and high school, and all my homeboys would freestyle. So then I was like, man, I'm waiting on my day to jump in on this, And then one day I did. They're like, man, this Mexican can rap, and so I had like confidence after that, right? But but I was always interested in music, but I grew up listening to nothing but rock music. Like rock Kiss music was our number one. We're diehard Kiss fans.
Okay.
Everything you can think of, man, we listen to. I wasn't allowed to listen to rap growing up though. So
you said you got an older brother. So what was life like growing up with an older brother?
Man, it's a blessing, man. I can't. People have a brotherly, but I can't put into words how close me and my brother are. Got a lot of love for my brother. He blessed me with a little nephew. You know what I'm saying? He just turned 2. So living that life with my brother, it's like we're both the same sort of people, but we're very different. Like my brother's been we always say like he's been a dad since he was like 10. He like wears like the same stuff my parents like would put us in. He like does not change his style. Like he's like he's very like, I'll just wear this white tee. He doesn't care. Me, I'm different. I want to look like clean. I want to look fresh. But that brotherly bond, man, it's just something like, when we were like training our whole lives, like having him by me always felt good. But even though he was the older brother, I stepped like the big brother. Like if you fuck with my brother, man, it's not gonna go good for you at all. But I have my dad instilled in me. My brother and I lived 2 different lives under one roof.
Okay.
Like we're the same, same parents, both love our parents, but I had a really rough relationship with my dad.
Okay.
And it's still kind of in a way where it's like, because of that growing up, I did like, it's almost like the damage is still there. It's kind of like sad to say, but almost like tainted just because of the stuff that I went through with my dad. We're very alike too. And I know that, so that's why we butt heads. Like, I went to therapy, for it and everything. And it made me realize how to just kind of deal with my dad, like how to handle his delivery, his tone, what he's trying to say. And it did help. There was moments where I had a conversation with my dad, like on the phone with him, and normally would go a certain way, but because I went to therapy, I'm like, okay, he really is trying to say this, but he's, things like that. And like my brother has, a lot of love for my dad. And I love my dad too, you know what I'm saying? But it's not like what I have. I'm a mama's boy, 100%. You know what I'm saying? Got her on me and everything.
Okay.
But she was like in a way my protector. So that's why I'm such a like, a mama's boy. But my dad was just really hard on us. I think my dad just loved us a lot. He came from a hard background, and I think he just didn't know how to, you know what I'm saying, like kind of just guided that way. Just kind of it was I think it was tough for him because he didn't have that, and so he was like, I'm trying my best, and he just didn't know how to he just didn't know how to do it. And no dad's perfect, and that's why like I don't hold nothing against him. I still got hurt in me and stuff like that, but like I have this song I'm working on, and I'm actually gonna perform it at my show. I have a headline show this Saturday, November 9th at the Max, and there's a song that I'm like, man, I'm afraid I'm gonna shed some tears on stage because I just said I said something about my dad because it's like a song I guess I haven't released it. So, but I said something about can you please forgive my father because I know he ain't mean to. And all it was is just me saying, like, it's such a deep lyric to me in one sentence. Because it's like I'm not saying just forgive him for that one thing. It's forgive him for like not knowing how to be a father. Like I know he didn't mean to like verbally abuse me. He didn't mean to like call me out of my. He didn't mean to like smack me too hard. He didn't mean to, so forgive him. Because like I'm still working on that, but like you're the one we're supposed to ask for forgiveness. So like please forgive him for that. You know what I'm saying? So like that growing up it's special though, because you got that yin and the yang. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a tattoo of my brother on my chest, me and my brother. So we got one, me on this side, him on this side, and then us as little babies. But on my side I have a storm, and then on his side is a sunny day. So like he's like my sunny day. Like he's the guy that like brings like my brother brings the good to me. And I think I was the one that brought a little chaos. You know what I'm saying? I was the one getting in trouble. Detentions, in school suspension, all that, right?
Damn, bro, y'all remind me of me and my little brother so much, man. Your parents still together?
Nah, so whenever I was in 8th grade, that's kind of when it all went down. It was like a traumatic, experience that happened in the moment. But yeah, I as a kid, I started seeing like my parents kind of like, and so that last day, it was like the last week of school. It's like the last 3 days are just exams in middle school, right? So it was like a Sunday, I believe, and then shit went down, and then and then after that, like my mom was like, hey, look, you have to go to school anyways. Like you got these exams. After that, you got 3 days left of school, and then you got the summer, like whatever. But after that, it was like pretty much my parents divorced after that, and it had a pretty bad impact on me. It had a pretty bad impact. Like I just was very rebellious. I was very just kind of like not giving a fuck. My brother was just kind of like, he was trying to patch things together, and that's sad as a kid trying to patch your parents together. Like that's sad, you know what I'm saying? But it's the corniest thing to say, but it's true. It's like everything happens for a reason. I wasn't the most comfortable in my own home around my dad. I couldn't be myself. I feel like he was gonna judge me. But as soon as he left, like I was able to be. I can be free in my own skin at home. Like I can joke around. I can laugh. I can make a joke like this, without him like being worried about getting smacked. You know what I'm saying? So, but all in all, like I think it just worked out for the better. You know what I'm saying? I think it's for their own like mental, emotional health. Like, hey, not everyone's meant to be together forever. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, so.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And that takes some courage on your end, man, for seeking help to forgive him. You know what I'm saying? Because now we're men. You know what I'm saying? We we may have children that come up behind us, and we may be a little bit hard on them, unbeknownst to them that we are hard on them. You know what I'm saying? So as a grown man, you actually understanding that he might not even meant it to be like that. That's just how he was raised. You know what I'm saying? So, man, shout out to you, man, for forgiving him. Or even trying to forgive him. Because we both know people still to this day that no matter what, they're not gonna forget their parents. And some parents done some horrible things to them. You know what I'm saying? But it takes a lot of courage, man.
Yeah.
To just be like, you know what, man, I forgive you.
Yeah.
Because the man upstairs, he forgive us every day.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's very hard to forgive your abuser. It's very hard, you know?
Absolutely.
But I mean, it says it all the time in the Bible, in the good book, what I believe in. You know, forgive thy enemy.
Yeah.
You got to.
Yeah.
You know, whether unbeknownst to you, whether you know if they was your enemy or not.
Yeah.
You still forgive them.
That's something I told my therapist. I told him like, he's like asked me about what I feel forgiveness was, and I was like, this is how I view it. I think that you never forget, and he even agreed to that. Yeah, like, you never forget. But when you say forgive and forget, is whenever that topic comes up and you forgive somebody, like, does that still have control over you? So I can forgive somebody. I may not forget it, but when I think about it, I mean, I know I'm not gonna forget it, but when I do think of it, does it still consume me?
Yes.
Does it control me? If it doesn't, you forgiven.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But if not, like, that's when you know. You know, so I thought I was when I went to therapy. Like, man, like, there's a lot of things that I was like, damn, I thought I was like forgiving, but certain things it just, even as I was saying things out loud, I was like, damn, like, I got a ways to go. You know what I'm saying? But at least you know you're going the right way when you're at least putting the effort to. You know what I'm saying? So
for sure, man.
Yeah.
You hinted at Mexican. Mexican. Where are you from? Like, where your folks from?
So my dad's from Nuevo Laredo, which is right crossing over the border. So Laredo and then Nuevo Laredo. That's, you know, right immediately like crossing over. And my mom's from Anahuac, which is a little poor town right outside of like Monterrey. It's a really small town. So Monterrey is a pretty big city. It's like a Dallas in Mexico. Okay. But yeah, that's where they're from. I was born and raised in Dallas, but of Mexican descent.
Tough, bro. So I know your parents super proud of you, man.
Yeah. So when I knew that I grew up on the block with, he was like, hey, he said, hey, I'm trying to lose weight for my image. Can you help? I was like, look, man, no one's got bread right now. Like, don't worry about it. Just, I wanted to get into music. Like, you think you can kind of help me? I didn't even know how to, like, I didn't know how to structure a verse. I didn't know the structure of a hook. I just loved rapping. And so that's kind of where that's the first thing, that was the first step. Dope. And then 2020 is when I just started. I recorded one song and I forgot the name of the place. Didn't do anything with that one, but the second song I ever recorded, but actually released, was my first song on it. It's called Quality. Did 1,000 views on my first music video, which it threw me like for a loop, because I was like, man, I was just doing it because I liked it. And then people kept asking, when are you gonna drop another song? And it just kept going from there. And then now I'm headlining my third show.
That's dope, bro. Headlining your third show?
Yeah, my third show, yeah.
Golly, that's dope, bro.
Yeah.
You do got a unique sound. I was going to get into that, how you rap, you know what I'm saying? You kind of got that melody, you know, that harmonizing. Like that's dope, bro. Yeah. That's a good sound. That's a good lane to be in, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people try and a lot of people fail, you know? Yeah. But you're doing it, and you're doing it at your pace.
Yeah.
So that's good, man.
Yeah.
It's good. And I'm pretty sure the people that's listening to it, they can appreciate it, because it doesn't seem like you're not no try hard. It's just more so of a natural thing. You're just doing it.
Yeah. It's almost like effortless, only because of the influence of the music that I like and I love, or I grew up to, you know, I grew up listening to rock music. So I'm used to hearing pianos, bass, guitar, drums, everything. And then you got, you know, the hip hop that I do like. I like raw wave. I like a little bit more of the old Drake. Love Lil Wayne, Polo G, Lil Durk, Joyner Lucas, Rylo Rodriguez.
Shout out Joyner,
Joyner Lucas, J. Cole, like all these different artists. And shoot, like, what's funny is like some people don't know one of my favorite artists is Justin Bieber. Like, he's I'm talking about artist-wise, insane. And
it's funny you say that too, because a lot of people, they discredit Justin Bieber for being an artist. They only look at him as a singer. No, Justin Bieber is actually an artist, dog.
Man, I can't even
sing. He raps. He dances.
Yeah.
He does. You know, he
and
does
a natural voice, man. A natural voice. You know, a lot of people are so dependent on pitch correction, auto tune, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? So we need some pitch correction, kind of just like level out the sounds. But when you're on some like Travis Scott shit, you know what I'm saying? When you're on some like Travis Scott auto tune, like that's a whole nother level, right? But I just have the utmost respect for his story. His story and just like his craft.
Justin Bieber?
Yeah.
I ain't never heard Justin Bieber's story.
Like, just as far as like I watched like a documentary growing
Okay.
up, and just him being a young kid and like the trouble he got into, people being hard on him. Like, man, being a kid, all that fame, money came in too early, like all that. But I think, and then he got really sick at one point, like really, really bad. This was probably like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, I remember that.
So he like his face was like, it looked almost, I think he had a stroke. I don't know if he did or not, but yeah, it was pretty bad. So I'm like, damn. But man, you could play like one of most likely you play a song, I'll probably know it. Like top to bottom, like people be like, what the hell you know this song, But that's like Raw Wave, he loves like Adele. He got a lot of Lil Durk. I think he said he loves Ed Sheeran. You got to.
Bro, look, I ain't gonna lie to you. I got all Adele albums. Every one of them since 17. Yep. I got all of Adele albums. Adele is an incredible artist.
Yeah.
I got from Adele to Yebba to Ed Sheeran. Man, the list goes on and on. Man, people that you would never think, like, damn, Uncle Mike, you listen to that? Yeah. I mean, I can even go System of a Down, what I grew up on. So that's dope that you can grab from different artists. You know what I'm saying, to create your sound.
Yeah.
I didn't know that about Rod Wave. I didn't know that Rod Wave listened to them people.
Like there's an interview. Man, I watch almost every interview you can think of Rod Wave. Like he sang like an Adele song. And he just says he sings that to his daughters, like, and they usually just stop whatever they're doing. They just listen to him, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, he's like a lot of like you said, the influence that he has on me is more of like just being an open person, wear your heart on your sleeve type of. But I've always been that way, regardless. But I think that's why I relate so much to his music, and then music videos. Like I love the videos that he has. It's just him living life. Like I don't have to like sit here and try to put on like a character for the camera. Every now and then that's cool, you know what I'm saying? But like I have a music video shoot coming up. We're going to North Carolina, November 21st, 24th. And all we're doing is living life. Like,
it's dope.
I'm not going to sit here and like, act like I don't see the camera. And no. Like, we're going to be playing poker right now. We're going to be playing poker. We're going to be drinking at a bar. We're going to be drinking at a bar. We're going to be on the flight. If I'm knocked down the flight, you catching that. Like, that's me living life. So
it's dope. So let's transition to talking about your music. We were just speaking about being natural in your videos. A lot of your videos seem natural.
Yeah.
Besides, like, one of them with like the stunts and the, you know what I'm saying? But those are stunts.
Yeah.
All the rest of them they seem like natural videos. You and your homies kicking it.
Yeah.
Y'all talking, you know what I'm saying? You're talking to women, XYZ. But that's natural, bro.
Yeah.
That's a good vibe. That's a good feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I want to ask you one question. The guy in your videos, light skinned homie, you're hearing all your videos.
Yeah.
That's your man?
That's my homeboy, right? That's like my brother right there. His name is Quez. Shout out Quez, yeah. So it's funny, I met him at the boxing gym, and like I would teach my classes, and he was just there working out, and he was pretty athletic. He played football at Ole Miss. And one day he just like, I released a music video called Peace of Mind Outro. And he was just like, he just went up to me one day and was like, yo, bro, man, this lyric right here, man, I fuck with that one right there. I was like, oh shit, appreciate it, bro. Cool. And then we just got real cool. And then one day I wanted to do that first video shoot, and it was called Ain't Built Like Me. And we did that one in Colorado. We went snowboarding. That was my first time snowboarding. We just did a bunch of stuff. And so like, he's one of those genuine people, bro, that just want to see you win, and they don't have any sort of like jealousy or envy in a negative way. Like if there's envy, it's like, I wish I could like do that. If he loved music, like, man, I wish I could do that. But he knows like all the lyrics. So songs like, I'll play one of my songs that I did a Do Not Disturb kind of remix on YouTube, Drake Do Not Disturb. And I'll play it in the car one, and he knew every single lyric. You know what I'm saying? He's the guy that's in the back recording you, smiling. You know what I'm saying?
Dope, bro.
That's my boy.
You need that, bro. And I noticed him in your music, in your music videos. And I was like, he's either a producer, an engineer, or he's just a good friend who want to see his mans win.
That's what he is.
And we need that, dog. So shout out to homie. I don't know from a can of paint, but I just noticed that he was in every one of your videos, and you seem so natural and organic with his relationship. You feel me? As a friend, you know what I'm saying? No fugazi or no funny business, But as your homeboy, every time you like looked at him or something like that, y'all just had that. Bro, this is my man's. Dog. You feel me? Like he want me to win. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what's crazy, bro. Because I met him in 2021. Only 3 years in. I've known people my whole life that they don't really like give a fuck. Like they just kind of they say that, oh yeah, man, that shit's hard. But like they don't have that. I'm not everyone's gonna support me that way, and that's fine. I'm not. That's not how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? But there's people that move like they do, and it's like, nah, it don't add up, But yeah, it's just real, man. Like that's why I like my video. I did this. I submitted my music video one time to this one dude. He was like an asshole to his like fans. It was like a YouTube music review type of, live on YouTube. So I'll do that to get my fans, like get fans in different coasts. So I'll submit my music on YouTube reviews. And this dude, he like loved this one song called Monster I got. He liked it a lot. But like right when I tuned into the show, he was like cussing out his fans, like, man, if y'all ain't playing me, I ain't playing this. And I'm like, this was tripping, but whatever. I'm like, hey man, here, I'll skip the line, $10, cool, play my shit.
Yeah.
So he did. And he liked it. Then I put Where You At. And it was funny because they were like, why you got a bunch of, why your homies with you? Why you got all this? That? Bro, why you around about dudes? I'm like, man. And I was like, bro, first off, like, I'm not about to trick off no women to be in my video.
Yeah.
That's not how I roll. I don't ever do that. And so second is like,
me neither, my boy. But, me neither.
Yeah, but if it's obviously if it's a music video where it's like, when you acting, some stuff going on, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works. But I'm not gonna, like, one of my homeboys, he couldn't make the trip. I said, bro, I spent $700 on the flight. You're going, bro. I need you to go. And I ain't want nothing back from him. I just want him to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'd rather spend time with my brothers than with some random female to pull up to. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's just funny how some people view it like that. It's like, why's it gotta be like that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. Man. People weird, man. That's why you cancel them out.
Yeah.
But about your music, yep. Where you at?
Where you at?
Dope. Dope song, bro.
Thank you.
Definitely dope song.
Thank you.
I think I previewed it on one of my, I think on my story, something like that. It was super dope, man. It was a really good song.
Thank you.
I want to ask you, what is your favorite song by yourself?
I just released it midnight last night. It's called I Got It.
Okay.
Featuring my boy Jay Sign. Shout out to my boy Jay. Another amazing, genuine person, genuine brother, bro. He's just a solid individual, bro. It's rare to come across a human being that's self-aware, respectful, and as talented as he is. He's like a very big like Russ type of style, Logic, Jid, all that stuff, JID. So we collabed on the song. I sent him a beat a long time ago. We really met through a show. We performed at Dada together. The first time I met him at Tulips, I opened up for XB. Actually, I believe I was a co-headline for that one, for XB. And then at Tulips, then I opened up, and then I did a show at Dada, met him like really more there. We talked more. And then one day we just chopped it up a lot. He kind of likes to do boxing, kind of did some stuff for him, train him. And I sent him a beat. I was like, look, man, we need to work on this. He came down in town, got some footage of me, and he was like, I was like, hey man, we got 30 minutes left in the session. I ain't got nothing else to do. Let's cook up. Yeah. So he did, and that song's it's a beautiful message. As for more of, I would say not message, it was like a story. And it's called I Got It. Kind of talking about like someone that you've ever loved or you have to love him from a distance. Y'all had this history, y'all supposed to get married, y'all supposed to have a family, y'all supposed to all this that y'all talked about, but now it's like, you know what, I got it. Like you do you, I do me. I'm gonna love you from here.
Love you from a distance.
But absolutely. You know what, I got it. And that's why it's called I Got It. So
and that dropped at midnight?
That midnight, yeah.
Straight up. I ain't checked that one out
yet.
yet.
Man, it's the layers of it, man. It gave me chills. I was into the whole way here. I was like goosebumps the whole way.
That's tough.
So that's my favorite.
I gotta check that out, man.
A song without a feature though, I would say would probably be Where You At.
Okay.
Where You At. So this is because of the numbers it did, how catchy it was, the constantly changing the tempos on my verse, like you know what I'm saying. I wasn't sticking to just the same, cadence.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's tough, man.
Yeah.
That's definitely tough. So, if you could work with any artist in the music industry, no matter where they at across this world, give me 3 artists that you would want to work with.
Rod Wave is number 1.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I would love to work with, I think I would say Ed Sheeran, just because I think he'd teach me a lot. He would teach me a lot. And then I would have to say, man, I think it would be either J. Cole or Justin Bieber. But the reason why J. Cole, I think he would really challenge me to. I'm talking about I gotta spit some bars. Like you gotta spit, But that happens when you collab with certain artists. Like sometimes like you might come with a 7 verse, like a 7 out of 10 verse, but because hey they stepped it up on this one,
Yeah,
boom, you gotta come,
change some stuff.
change up the style to, or just you rub off on somebody. You got to be a sponge. You got to be a sponge when you work with other artists. Like they might do out of 20 things, they might do 19 things wrong, but if they do one thing right, like what I'm saying, hold on to that. Add that to your toolbox. You know what I'm saying?
I can see you in Cole, bro. I can definitely see you in Cole, and I can see like you got a bag on you, bro. Like you got a nice little arsenal on you, and you're only gonna get better. You know what I'm saying? You're only gonna get better, and I can see you fine tuning with Cole.
Yeah,
but that'd be crazy, bro. I can see that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And I feel like you're a humble enough guy that I think Cole would be somebody that you would work with.
Oh yeah,
Cole don't work with just anybody. You know what I'm saying? Cole worked with the people that he worked with. We all know. And even let's say like some like air quotes secondary people, as in Sminos and stuff like that. Cole is very selective, and I think that you would be one of the people that he would select to work with, dog.
Yeah.
You got a nice sound, bro.
Yeah, that means a lot, man, for real. Because J. Cole he ain't no average rapper at all. Man, and I like his, like you said, how humble he is and just his humility, just because of he's just so he doesn't care about all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? I have mad respect for people like that, because it's easy to get caught up in the world. You know what I'm saying? So
what I was gonna say is I don't even know if J. Cole got a feature price.
I remember saw some interview where I think he said it in a song where he said that's like $2,000 a word or something like that, and people thought that he literally like was charging. Like I think at one day I looked up like how much certain artists charge, and someone said like $2,000 like a word. I'm like,
that's crazy.
But nah, he even sounded to be like, no, that was just something I said. Like no,
because I've never heard him just like boasting about like a feature price. You know how some artists be like, it's a meal. Da, da, da. Cole is selective with who we work with. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he do it off the homage, off the strength. Like I'm gonna see you win just like just a hot song. You know what I'm saying? Woo, as an artist.
Yeah, because if you really fuck with a song like that, you don't want to have to I don't want money from it.
Yeah.
Like because if you genuinely love music, that's not what your eyes are on. Now I get it, like especially artists coming up or they trying to get something. Like, I get it. Like if you got the pull and you got the, you know what I'm saying, you have what it takes to charge. You know what I'm saying, for a feature, I get it. Like, hey, studio time, and he's gifted to us. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. But someone like that, I can definitely see him being on some like, man, we just working. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So let me ask you some more questions. I'm gonna ask you 5 questions.
Okay.
Let's try to answer them as fast as we can.
All right, bet.
Rapid round.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump off the porch with the easiest question I got for you. Favorite sport?
Basketball.
Vacation destination, I'm sorry.
Just went on it. Maui, Hawaii was my dream destination my whole life. If it wouldn't be for Maui, though, I would have to say Brazil.
Brazil?
Yeah.
Tough. I've never been in Brazil, but I want to go to Brazil.
Yeah.
For sure. I bet it's some nice ones from Brazil. If you're watching this from Brazil, yo, what up? You feel me? Shout out to Brazil. Y'all blessed over there. Okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure. Shout out to Brazil. Okay. You've also traveled around this world. I'm going to ask you this question. Your favorite city to go to?
My favorite city would have to be Colorado.
Colorado.
The mountains.
Mountains, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just like going. It's peaceful. You can get away. You can be in the mountains. You get all of it.
Tough. Okay. Rapping or singing?
Ooh, I'll go rapping.
Rapping, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
For sure, bro. What about are you interested in doing any festivals? Any festivals? Any? Okay, so you're in the market.
I love to perform, bro. Like I love to perform. I love to perform.
That's tough.
You know, I love walking on stage and just sound like, let's see what this Mexican dude about to do. You know what I'm saying? I love that. I love that. You know, because I think I come with energy that people don't expect, lyricism that people don't expect.
It's tough. You got another question for you, man. So I see you getting your fashion bag a little bit, man. I see you like putting it on. You feel me? Like, you know, I get in my fashion bag too. You know what I'm saying? I do the fashion. If you could get signed, or if you could, let's say model, you know what I'm saying? Like you're a guy of the, you know what I'm saying? You work out, you got your stature going, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you could model for somebody, who would you like to model for?
I'm a big Zara fan. I love Zara. Cause you can wear a little bit of that, like that loose fit, you know what I'm saying, on some like casual, but it's still stylistic. You know what I'm saying? Um, but you can also go business.
For
You
sure.
know what I'm saying? Like I've got a lot of my suits for like if I go to weddings or I've commentated fights or press conferences. Like I've always gone Zara.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I rock
But
with
Zara is
that.
always and it's also for my build. Like it's just perfect.
It's a good move, man.
Yeah.
You heavy in a designer or not
Nah,
really not designer?
like I remember when I got my first pair of Gucci shoes, I was like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Like I got my Gucci shoes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I like some things. Like I got it. Like this is some things. Like that's it. If I really like it, cool. But yeah, as you get like older, man, it's just like I don't really care for that. Some people are just label whores. They just like, there's this like little interview I saw online that was like they set up this whole place and faked it to be this designer store. And they faked it and they were interviewing for oh no, you can look at it, like they're looking at the quality. This is like real Italian, like and then they told them like, bro, this is fake.
All
Like
fake.
yeah, so those people feel like idiots, but it shows like what people like. If you see a label on it or you have that presentation behind it, they're gonna expect it to be that way. Like Fashion Nova has a lot of like really good, like Fashion Nova has some pretty good stuff. The quality is a little, but shit, it's worth it. In my opinion. If you're trying to get, I recommend people, if you're trying to like, get that fashion up with it being an affordable price and Fashion Nova is really actually a good brand to go with.
For sure. So we're gonna talk about your upcoming show you got coming up.
Okay.
You got a show November 9th. Talk about that, man. What's going on with that?
So I got my third headlining show at the Max. It's off Northwest Highway. It's a nightclub, but we're doing a daytime show. This is kind of me taking, I don't want to say a gamble, but it is kind of like everyone likes to go nighttime shows. People still work in the daytime on Saturdays. They still got the kids, or I don't know. But I wanted to kind of try something different as a daytime show for the people that are like, hey, man, I can't find a sitter, or man, that Deep Ellum's a little dangerous. It's like far, it's late at night, and I live all the way, Frisco, playing on Garland. Like it gets far, and it gets, and then Deep Ellum's not the safest place, you know what I'm saying? For people to be out at night at least. But so yeah, the Max, it's Saturday, November 9th. Doors open at 2, show starts at 3. It goes until about 7. Really, the show ends around 6. About the DJ will be spinning for an extra hour, DJ Cozy Campos. So I got a lot of talent on this show. The opener will be K-Ro the Don, female artist. Second will be Wazea, super talented. Very talented, brings a lot of energy. I've done like 2 tracks for him. Okay. The Hippie Chamber, THC, he's gonna be right before the co-headline. He's very brings a lot of like some stoner vibes. He has his own unique sound, which I really like. He's doing good on ticket sales, so I'm happy for him. And then co-headline, like I said, Jay Signs, extremely talented. Like I told him that he's gonna leave with a lot of fans. That's how talented he is. Like I've actually posted on my story too. That who are my top favorite artists that I know. My top 5 favorite artists that I personally know. He's my number 1. And then
that's dope, bro. So he's your number 1?
Yeah, he's my number 1 favorite.
That's dope. That's dope.
And then back to I guess, man, I have ADHD, bro. I'll be going left and right. But I'll be headlining the show. I called it The Movement at the Max because my most recent single was called The Movement, and the power behind it. I actually shouted out my homeboys in that the last 2 bars, just talking about how they all got, like I got they back, they got my back. At the end of the day, it's a movement. Like we all got to move as one. We're what I'm saying. We're brothers. We're together. Like we got to just move as one. And obviously the M's correlate. Like you got the movement at the Max, kind of work together. But I'm excited for the show. People who don't know who I am, through this interview, you're gonna know who I am, and then the music, you'll see. If you listen to my story, you'll see how it all ties in together. And with my music, you get a little bit of everything. You get some singing with rap. You get some songs to work out to. You get some songs like, man, I'm ready to slap somebody across the face. Like you got a little bit of everything, So I take pride in me being very having versatility in my music.
Tough.
Yeah.
Tough. When you say work out too, you said you're a personal trainer too, right?
Yeah.
Tough, yeah. So if y'all need a personal trainer in the area, hit my boy up.
Yeah,
you feel me? He'll get you right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And most definitely pull up to the Max, y'all, November 9th. Check out my boy Rincon. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be doing his thing. Definitely gonna be doing this thing, y'all. So definitely check him out. Check out. You said it started at 2 p.m., right?
2 p.m. doors open.
Doors open at
Show
2
starts
p.m.
at 3 o'clock.
Y'all make sure y'all check that out. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it is in the daytime, y'all.
Yeah,
So
so I don't hear no excuses.
it ain't compete with
Not too
nothing at
late.
night. You feel
You
me?
can find a babysitter. That's
Find a
perfect time.
babysitter, you know what I mean?
Or, you know, hey, the grandparents are always the babysitters at that time. they are usually, so, you know, and it's not too far, you know what I'm saying? It's not in a bad area, huge parking, you know what I'm saying?
How much are tickets? You know how much tickets?
$30, yeah,
Okay.
for the tickets. I did have early bird special early on, but those sold out. So $30 for the general admission.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the last thing I want to touch on.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get up out of here, man.
Uh-huh.
Let's touch on our brother Accomplice.
Yeah.
Shout out to Accomplice. Accomplice is the person that linked us together.
Yeah.
You know, I've been following his movements ever since. Accomplice put me on.
Yeah.
You know, and Accomplice was a guest here on the Who's Next Music Show, radio personnel, big dog from 12 midnight to what, 5 a.m.
5 a.m.
in the morning. Y'all tap into the homie Accomplice, K104. You know what I mean? So shout out to Accomplice.
Yeah.
How did you and Accomplice ever meet?
So Smooth Vega had hit me up about going to a show just to swing by. I was sparring Virgil Ortiz, and I met Smooth Vega there, and then he was like, "Hey, come out to this show, man, Davies." And I knew who Davies was off of like when Nipsey. The first time I ever seen Davies when Nipsey Hussle passed, and I saw a video of him online.
My dog,
you know, man, for real, he's super talented, man. So I actually at the time I never really gave him a listen, but I was like, you know what, like I'm gonna go. So I went and I met Accomplice was up. We were under like the second, you know, that balcony level, right, the second floor. And he was like, man, like he knew me through watching me fight on the Zone, and he was like, man, let me get a picture with you, on more on a boxing fan type of thing. And so he took a picture, and then from there he just kind of stay tapped in. And then it was the Davies concert, and then from there kind of stayed in touch. He had me on a show, a Halloween show that I think they do it like at this Vietnamese shop, BK something, the cafe. It's actually I think in Arlington, BK something cafe, BKN or something. It's like a Vietnamese cuisine.
I think I know something.
Okay, yeah. So they had us, or he had me perform on that show, and you know he liked it. And it's funny because like, you know, as an artist, when you progress and you grow, you're like, oh, I could have done way better. Like when you look at your old shit, like I listen to my old music, I'm like, like people tell me to perform. I performed that old song, like my first song I ever dropped. I'm like, fuck no, I'm performing that shit. You know, I do not want to perform that, but I like, you know, at the time when he met me, he was like, man, like how you killed, he brought energy. And me, I just know I'm always hard on myself as a professional athlete. My whole life, I was just very big on like, you can always be better. You can always do better. You can. Everyone could be like standing ovation, like, nah, you can always be better at something. So yeah, he had me at that show, and then you know, we just stayed connected. Got me on KNON a couple of times, and then boom, got me on K104. He actually co-headlined my last headline show. My last project was called Bringing the Heat. This is a rap album all the way through. I dropped that one in May. I think it was in May when I dropped it. June or July, something like that. But the show was in May, and he co-headlined. It's just he's a genuine man. Like, shout out to Accomplice, bro. Shout out to you. It's hard to come across people in this industry that are genuinely just actually trying to help you. They're not trying to snake their way through or backdoor you on that sort of way. Like, you just a genuine person that's trying to help upcoming artists, because a lot of us just don't. Sometimes we need that little, you know what I'm saying, an extra interview. We need an extra venue to perform at. We need that love. So like it's hard to come by people like you, bro. So shout out to Accomplice, man. Much love, for real.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, man. We're gonna wrap up this interview, man. I definitely appreciate you for coming out.
Thank you.
Good luck to you on everything you got going on, man. I look forward to the show on the night. I'm gonna get out there and try to make it.
Okay.
Most definitely. And where can everybody find you at? What's your social media handles? Okay. Where can they find your music?
So Instagram is Alex Rincon, Alex Rincon 95. Rincon is spelled Rincon. That's on Instagram. Then TikTok is Rincon 1995. I want to say that's what it is, bro. TikTok. Oh, I'm lying. Rincon Official 1 on TikTok. Rincon Official 1 on TikTok. And then on music, just Rincon, Rincon on Apple, Spotify, everything you can think of, YouTube, Rincon Official. I am going to create a new YouTube page. YouTube's been acting weird for some reason with my videos. So that's where you can find me. And then I'm super responsive on Instagram. So if you want to DM me, whether you're an artist that wants to work, that you like my music, you want to work, DM me. I'm all about working with people and collabing with artists that are either coming up, already got a fan base. And I'm also keeping an eye on artists for when I have my shows. Because these shows that I headline, like I run everything on my own. Like I bring the, if I have vendors, if I have a host, a DJ, like that's all me. So I recommend the artists too, man. If you have the power to do so, do it. You know what I'm saying? Just know how to read contracts. Make sure you man of your word. Don't do no funny business. Don't burn any bridges. But yeah, man, that's where you'll find me on social media. I Got It. My most recent single just released. And come out to the show November 9th at the Max. I promise you will not regret it. Every time I have a show, it's always fire. And who knows, you show love, man. Who knows, I'll put you on a show, So, but I want to say thank you to y'all for having me. I really appreciate it. To any artist that's watching, man, keep chasing your dreams. And then the last message I want to say, if anyone's going through anything, man, reach out to a friend, pray, reach out to a loved one. Venting and shedding tears isn't weakness. You know what I'm saying? So if anyone's going through anything, reach out to a loved one. And yeah, much love to everybody. Much love.
Absolutely,
yeah.
Bro.
Thank you.
You said it all, y'all. I ain't got to say much. You feel me?
Yeah.
So shout out to Rincon, y'all, for pulling up. This is episode 39 of the Who's Next Music Show. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, of course. Shout out to Live Wicks, Marvelous Live Wicks. Make sure y'all tap in with Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, and now Sundays football season for karaoke nights, fish Fridays. All you can eat fish on Fridays. Come on, y'all, pull up. You feel me? Got drinks, you have a good time. And then on Sundays, watch a football game. We got multiple TVs around the establishment. So y'all pull up, check it out. 2405 South Collins Drive here in Arlington, Texas. It's right down the street from the stadium, y'all. So pull up, tailgate, you know what I'm saying? Holla at us over here at Live Wicks. So ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all so much. This your boy, Uncle Mikey. I appreciate y'all. Talk to y'all later.